pleased with that, George?
Yeah, I was. I mean, we took a long time to put them away. I said to Tony Henderson on the bench there, I said, like, we probably 15 minutes to go, I thought we made enough breaks to score to win 3 games. But in the end, we actually got the points on the board, and it was a good effort.
You were worried when they were coming back, and it was, when they get to 14,
I wasn't worried, but so much. But I was probably starting to feel a bit frustrated. That we should have had the game pass them up by then. But in the end, it was probably good for the boys. They steady. They went for the field goal, knocked that over, and then finished off with a couple of tries. But we come up with a mistake after the field goal too. So I just think that was probably the only area of the game I was really critical of. We just sort of lost our way a little bit when we needed to really put the screws on them. But we could have had it won probably with 30 minutes to go if we had executed a little bit better, held a couple of balls.
Are you happy with the decision to go for the field goal?
Yeah, very happy with it.
He played a good game, Chris Stanton, in the first half especially.
Yeah, I thought Chrissy was good. I thought Dave was magnificent. Dave Taylor, although he probably bombed 2 tries. I thought he should have held on to the first one. Was after the event, of course, but probably should have thrown in the second one. But no, Dave was great, and it was a big effort from him and GI. Backing up from Wednesday night, both played. Like Dave played the 80 minutes, even though when he played 30, and GI still getting match fitness to play Wednesday night in a tough game, and then come and play again tonight. Big effort by both of them.
Do you remember Eddie Gap that they wouldn't play tonight?
Oh well, I was very worried watching the TV when GI hurt his shoulder, but then he finished the game strongly. So. But no, once we got the medical report and so forth, he was always going to play.
What's it do, Mick, for the team when you've got a bloke like Dave Taylor just rampaging the way he was tonight?
Well, it makes it easier for everyone else. Obviously, you need to get 2 or 3 defenders in on him, so there's obviously space on the rest of the field. And I think Chrissy and Sart are starting to utilise that a little better, and they're really dictating our game and making it easy for everyone else.
John Dave's got a bit of flack at times. Earlier this year he got a bit of flack. Is he starting to realise what he can do? Is that an impact on him?
Oh, look, I don't know. He's Dave probably couldn't tell you for sure. I think Dave wants to do it all. He wants the big 3. State of origin, Test football, and premiership. So, and at some stage, you've got. You've got to make use of those great talents. And as I've said before, though, he's probably the most talented forward I've ever seen. And I think sometimes it's harder for a guy like that. He's got so many options when he's got the ball. But there have been times I think when Dave's fancied himself as a 5'8", And he's got tremendous skill, but I think for whatever reason, I think probably missing out in the first State of Origin in the end didn't do him any harm. But I think Dave's got the bit between his teeth. He's determined to make a success of his career, and I always felt he would. A lot of people forget Dave probably I think he made his debut as an 18-year-old, but this is his second full year of playing NRL. So, I think everybody sees that great talent and just sort of makes you impatient to want to see him make full use of it. But that often comes with experience. I think Gordon in his ear, telling him he shouldn't be in the State of Origin probably didn't do him any harm, But for whatever reason, I think he's really starting to fulfil that potential.
Have you seen anything like him that's maybe changed in the last month or couple of months?
It's just his attitude, mate. He's looking for the ball. Even though he looks tired sometimes, he gets in there. He's doing the tough runs for us, coming out of trouble, and that really gets our sets on a good roll. And to have a bloke like that doing that hard work instead of waiting for the ball, he's going looking for it. That's definitely an asset for us.
John, is that the motivation for him now? Like you said he's the most talented forward you've ever seen. He'll be the best.
Well, that's his challenge. And it is a big challenge for a young man. great talent can bring pressure and so forth as well. You know, so I've always felt that Dave would realise his potential. I've just been hoping that he'd do it while he could help me out. You know.
Any guys?
Yeah.
Matter of life, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.